Good morning, everybody. I'm back on the live session again. And today we're breaking down, doing the recap for the Steelers versus Texans Monday night playoff matchup. Um, to the unfortunate thing, everybody can see by the scoreboard if they're in here. Make sure you also hit the like and subscribe button. Um, Unfortunately for me, being a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, the season ended in dismal disarray, as you can see by the final score of everything. The Texans were able to pull off a win inside at Pittsburgh. Congratulations to the Houston Texans and CJ Stroud. They will be facing the New England Patriots in the divisional round next week. So, fortunately enough, one team had to advance, one team has to get booted out. Unfortunately, it is my squad. Nothing more I could say. I thought earlier part of the season, I thought the division could have been ours. I thought that there could have been a maybe an easier landscape in order to enter the playoffs. But seeing that we lost to the Browns and seeing that not the Browns, but to the Cincinnati Bengals, I didn't feel highly confident enough. So, um, Ravens were down, and knowing the fact that they were out of the playoffs once Lamar was out of the lineup, kind of made everything kind of like hard to like believe that the season was going to go in a better limelight in a sort of way. But unfortunately, it ended with the Pittsburgh Steelers laying an egg, literally. I can't say nothing else more because that big performance by the offense. I am completely non-biased. If my team has done absolutely nothing, then there's nothing to take away from this. Unfortunately, we are eliminated from the playoffs. We won the division, you could say that, but every sorry, I'm getting myself ready for work. Every NFL team's goal is to go to the Super Bowl. So to have the season end like this, like I said, it's abysmal, but you had to end up using what you have. And unfortunately, what we had was not enough to get the job done. I feel that with this being the end of the year, I feel like maybe that we could go on ahead and end up making a long further stretch of the playoffs. Unfortunately, it was not. But that's the way the cookie crumbles, unfortunately. Maybe we can make some off-season moves. Evidently getting younger players. Hopefully, like I said, the Houston Texans they performed well. I honestly had most majority of their players on a parlay of mine from last night. Unfortunately, everybody did not hit. Cole Collins, I thought that he was going to have any time. Realistically, anybody was hot on the game, defensive wise, offensively. Guys performed well. That's the one thing I can never take away from anybody. Unfortunately, we just did not have the right personnel. We did not have the seem like the drive in order to want to compete, and this is where we're at in the climate of today. And unfortunately, if you're my squad, you had success. You had success, but it all comes to an end of the road at some point. I can't say nothing more. Congratulations to the Houston Texans and CJ Stroud for advancing to the divisional round again. Um, Hopefully, good things will prosper with them advancing. Um, Again, New England, they will still be home for their remainder of their playoff run until they might either run into Denver or maybe another team that's like higher ranked, but I don't think there's nobody else ranked higher than them at this point in this aspect. So again, congratulations to the Houston Texans on advancing to the next round. Sorry, I'm just trying to get my lunch prepared at this moment. And unfortunately, I probably won't have um, too much of anything to say on this live stream. Unfortunately, um, disappointment hits, and unfortunately, my team is not, where they really completely need to be. So maybe we can go with it and get a better cohesive unit. And like I said, maybe get younger quarterback involved. Um, Again, so many things can be said. Can take away some positive. We made the playoffs, but regardless of what, we're out. And literally, like I said, hopefully next season we'll end up getting younger, offensive wise, and getting better skill set positions. I never was thrilled about the DK Metcalf trade and sign. Unfortunately, I was not the biggest fan. I was a fan of keeping George Pickett and letting him try to grow and mature. But Steelers organization made their decision. I'm not in the front office. Neither than the other Steelers fan, unfortunately. So again, cost turnovers, bad execution, and this is the reason why we're out of the playoffs. Unfortunately. So sorry if I'm multitasking a lot. Alrighty, but yeah, guys, I do apologize if I didn't really focus too much on this live stream. I'm not too thrilled about it. Pittsburgh Steelers are out. The Houston Texans are still in. We have had a high volume of costly turnovers that put us out of this game early, unfortunately. And in the fourth quarter, the Houston Texans completely um, put it on, and this is why we are out of the playoffs. And like I said, maybe better execution, better play calling. Maybe something could be done more so. But again, I'm not going to be too long winded on this live stream. So I am going to get myself ready. But if anything, I will get back with y'all later on with more topics at hand. Until then, take it easy.